Hey everyone, and welcome to X Writes Cars. Today, we'll go ahead and take a look at the 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLB 250. So this will be a full take on the GLB. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, go over performance data, and show you a bunch of the features on the interior and exterior. The GLB does come with a remote smart key access system, so all you have to do, keep this key fob in your pocket and locate this indentation on the door handle to lock and unlock the vehicle. To lock, just tap it. The vehicle will lock and the mirrors will fold in. Then after waiting a second, just pull on the handle and it automatically unlocks the vehicle. Along with that, if you hold the unlock button down, it'll roll down all four of the windows. Hold the lock button, it'll roll them all back up. The exterior color is known as polar white, featuring a full macchiato beige leather interior. You also have dark brown accents coming across the upper doors and dash, and you also have poplar wood trim as well. And along with that smart key system, this GLB also comes with remote push-button ignition. To start, just put your foot on the brake and hit this black button in the dash to start. The GLB comes with speed proportional electromechanical rack and pinion power steering on this 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel. You have your multifunction controls on the top 2 spokes, and you also have silver trim coming across the steering wheel as well. As far as transmission, you have a 9-speed automatic gearbox controlled with the stock. To activate, put your foot on the brake and push down for drive. Pull up for reverse. Half a click up or down for neutral. And for park, you just hit the button on the side. Put the vehicle in reverse. A backup camera will appear with guidance lines, which automatically adjust as you turn the wheel. And on top of that, you have a bird's eye view, multi-view camera as well, so you can see through multiple degrees as well. And so we'll go ahead and flip on the automatic headlamps, fog lamps, as well as the hazards. All 4 windows are fully automatic. So we'll go ahead and check out the exterior. The Mercedes-Benz GLB, or model code X247, is a compact luxury crossover SUV produced by Mercedes-Benz. It was first unveiled as a concept car to the public at the 2019 Shanghai Auto Show in April of that year, with the production car eventually being unveiled in June of that year in Park City, Utah. The GLB is positioned between the smaller GLA and the larger GLC in size. However, unlike these vehicles, the GLB is equipped with an optional third-row seating due to better space distribution that the car has. Orders were first taken by Mercedes-Benz in July of 2019 for the United States market, with production beginning at the end of the year for the 2020 model year. The same MFA2 front-wheel drive platform used in the A-Class and the H247 GLA is also used by the GLB, but the wheelbase is 10 centimeters or 3.9 inches longer to give it extra practicality. The result is that at 4.63 meters or 182.3 inches, it is only 22 millimeters or 0.9 inches shorter than the current X253 GLC. Mechanically, most of its powertrain is shared with the A-Class. The GLB adopts a square, angular style inspired by the larger X167 GLS and the former box-shaped X204 GLK class. It features a strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension, along with optional adaptive damping. Inside, you have a widescreen cockpit, and then along with that, you also have the MBUX interface as well. As far as exterior features are concerned, you have a lot of black, silver, and chrome accents coming across the front. Full LED headlights. You have black trim going across the bottom of the car. Silver wheels. Turn signal mirrors. This car does come equipped with blind spot. You have silver trim coming across the windowsills. You have chrome trim on the door handles. You also have a silver trimmed roof rack. A little bit of chrome trim on the bottom of the car as well. You have a chrome diffuser, chrome exhaust tips, LED taillights, the GLB comes standard with 18 by 7.5 inch 5 twin-spoke silver finish alloy wheels on a square setup, running on two 35/35 R18 tires all around, with front and rear ventilated disc brakes with anti-locking electronic brake distribution as well as active brake assist. The GLB comes standard with an independent McPherson strut wishbone front suspension as well as an independent multi-link rear suspension with front and rear stabilizer bars, coil springs along with gas pressurized shock absorbers. The vehicle has a length of 182.4 inches, a width of 79.5 inches, and a height of 65.3 inches with a 111.4 inch wheelbase. Curb weight can be around 3,759 pounds. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood. The Mercedes-Benz GLB 250 comes standard with a 2-liter double overhead cam turbocharged direct injection inline 4-cylinder engine. It produces 221 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 258 pound-feet of torque at 1,800 RPM. 0 to 97 kilometers an hour or 0 to 60 miles an hour is rated at 6.9 seconds, with the top speed electronically limited to 130 miles per hour. This car is all-wheel drive with a 15.9 gallon tank requiring 91 octane or 95 ron petrol fuel. Miles per gallon ratings estimated by the EPA are at around 22 city and 30 highway. Open up the GLB and you're greeted with a pretty solid interior. You have power windows, locks and mirrors. You have heated seats. You have some leather padding on the door. And along with that, you have some macchiato beige stitching coming across the top of the doors as well. A little bit of storage at the bottom. A little speaker. You have full manual seats on this car with the exception of power lumbar. However, power seats are available. You have a manual footrest adjust. You have a Mercedes-Benz plaque at the bottom. So we'll go ahead and shut her up. This vehicle does come with the standard audio system. You have side curtain airbags. Little visor with illuminated vanity mirror and a card holder. You have your reading light. You have your Mercedes Me call and your SOS emergency call. You have a little microphone up top here. As far as your infotainment system goes, this vehicle does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. However, Apple CarPlay is only supported through USB. As you can see, it works very well. And then on top of that, you can go to your other things. You have your media, radio settings, info, and your apps as well. You have 3 vents. They go in many different directions. You just twist to turn them on or off. Coming down here, you have your dual zone climate control. You can also control it on the screen. You have your fan speed controls, you have your temperature, you have your defrosters, you have recycling, air conditioning, and synchronization. Coming down, you have a little storage area here. You have a USB-C port for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you have a 12-volt power outlet as well. You have your dynamic controls. You have your volume control, navigation, map, radio, media, telephone, and then your other driving settings as well. You have your mousepad controller for the infotainment system, little armrest here, little center console here with the USB-C port. As far as your steering wheel, you have a bunch of controls here. You have this for your infotainment system, along with voice command and phone call. Help.
To become acquainted with the voice control system, we recommend using the introduction to the voice.
Cancel. So that was just a quick test of that. On the side, you have your cruise control settings, and then you have your controls for your gauges. So you can set which gauges you want and where you want them. Aside from your speedometer, instead of your tachometer, you can have speed, 4MATIC settings, your map location, how well your fuel consumption is, and that as a whole. You have paddle shifters. You have your wiper controls. Coming off to the left, you have an air vent as well. Then you have your parking brake, which is electronic. Pull up to activate and put your foot on the brake, and push down to deactivate. And then you have your fog light controls as well. Alright. So we'll go ahead and shut it down. So we'll go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Open up the back of the GLB and you have a pretty good amount of space. You have a really nice silver trim here. You have the stitching again, a little bit of storage down below. You have rear reading lights with a coat hook. Two air vents, little storage area. You have a full power port and two USB-C ports. Low rear center console here with two cup holders. You also have a little storage pocket here as well. The GLB does have a good amount of cargo space considering its size. With all the seats up, you get a good 22 cubic feet or 623 liters of total space. However, if you fold the second row seats down, you get a total of 62 cubic feet or 1,756 liters of space. Off to the sides, you of course have your jack storage, and then on top of that you have your spare tire underneath, as well as the other tools you may need. On top of that, there is also a sunshade for your cargo as well, for added privacy as well as protection from the sunlight. The passenger seat does feature most of the same functions as the driver's side. Only exception is this extension for your legs. You have a heated seat control here as well. Again, lots of storage. Decent sized glove box. The Mercedes-Benz GLB is a very nice entry-level Mercedes. With a cost significantly lower than the GLC, it's a great starter for those who want a little bit of nicer ride comfort for a little bit cheaper. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video of this 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLB 250. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where all this came from, and be sure to subscribe today and check out all the future content coming to X Rights Cars. Take care everybody.